Hey guys, Jarek and Komodo here, doing some more Halo 5. This was probably the best game I've had in Halo 5 so far. I went like 23 and 6, something like that. 3 of those kills came one right after another, so I had to have
Dear God, what was that helmet?
the helmet. Oh, yeah, you have a bunch of armor customizations. Okay, so how they did this, there's two different types of multiplayer. Arena multiplayer, which is the competitive multiplayer stuff, and then Warzone, which is the kind of casual, you can use points to get better weapons and all this different stuff. None of that applies. None of the points you can get and all that stuff applies to the arena multiplayer. Only cosmetical stuff, like, armor that you can get, stuff like that. Which I'm okay with. I like being able to customize my armor. I'm glad they've added that in. I just never really thought that most armor looks very good, to be honest. But yeah, this game was pretty good. People have been asking me where your YouTube channel's been.
So, to answer that question, I've been doing a couple things at once here. First and foremost, Heart of Thorns just released, so I've been playing a lot of Guild Wars.
Well, why don't you record and stream that or do something like that?
Who the hell wants to watch you play an MMO?
Who wants to play an MMO?
Fuck you.
See, that's my logic with it. If there's a market for it, someone's gonna do it.
Anyway.
I mean, worst that happens, people don't watch. Not a big deal. You got to get something on your channel to get people watching. But he hasn't been posting. That Too Long Didn't Read. He hasn't been posting.
I have something that I kind of cobbled together. I've just been I'm not a major or even a halfway I'm an artist, so I nitpick a lot. I have cobbled together some clips from when I was playing Mad Max. I just haven't done anything with it.
Well, once he starts posting, I will tell you guys in the comments and these voiceovers and whatnot. So he hasn't started yet, but let's go ahead and talk about the comments. Let's go with commenting on comments. So this comment came from Gobia6. I want there to be I want there to be a sequel to Halo CE. I tried to interrupt myself and answer the question before I even finished reading it. This sounds silly, and you might just be saying, but there's Halo 2. But no, I entirely agree with this statement. There was never really a proper sequel to Halo 1. There really wasn't. Halo 2 does not feel like Halo 1 at all. The gameplay is so different that you could have just reskinned it and called it something entirely different. I want that amazing pistol back. I want the slow movement. I want the high damage. I want all of Halo 1 back. Halo 1 is still my favorite multiplayer game out of the Halo franchise. It's so much better to me. I love Halo 1, so I majorly agree with that statement. I don't know if you have anything to add to that.
I need to go back and play all the Halo games again?
Okay, that's your answer. Eric Thock, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Thock, whatever. Megadeth's new single sounds great. Nothing like Super Collider. I listened to it, but to me it just kind of sounds like the system has failed. I want another Endgame. I thought Endgame was a fantastic album because that sounded more like Rest in Peace. So I'm more indifferent than anything else about it. I kind of want Dave Mustaine to go back to his crazy cracked out self so I can go back to making good music. That sounds so selfish to say.
Yeah, I remember you saying that earlier today. Good on you.
I'm a caring human being. Next comment. This one comes from Infinite Sorrows 21. Does Furlandia have a board game tabletop section? Yes, every single con I've ever been to, no matter what con you go to, has this sort of section. I don't normally actually spend any time in there, but from what I've seen, it's fairly active. I don't know, a smaller con is probably more active there because there's a little bit less happening at a small con like that compared to Rainforest or something. So you probably spent more time in there than I did, I don't know.
Wow, way to assume.
Hey, you're more into the board games and stuff than I am.
Yeah, but I haven't been in there at all.
Oh, that's surprising.
I walked by, I saw that there was stuff going on in there, but I just didn't go in.
Yeah,
I was doing a lot this con.
That's what I always do. When it comes to a con, I'm always running around and I never really stop. I don't want to sit down and play a board game. I want to walk around, meet other people, do stuff. So I'm not usually in there. But Too Long Didn't Read, yes, there is. There is a pretty active board game room in pretty much any con you go to, no matter what it is. Alright, next comment from Hoffman Gaming. Jarek, what is your opinion on the new Doom? I've seen a lot of hate involving the new Doom. And it kind of baffles me, honestly. I like what I've seen. You know, I liked the old Dooms and I liked Doom 3. So really anything they give me out of Doom 4, I'm going to like. This seems more like the kind of crazy silliness of the original Dooms, the pacing and speed of Doom 3, which I'm fine with, because I actually like slower paced games myself. I liked the Doom 3 pacing.
You know, I remember when you... Well, that guy just walked off, didn't he?
Yep.
I remember when you first showed me, like, that reveal trailer for the new Doom, and I was just like, there's a lot of chainsaw going on here. And then someone showed me another trailer they had for it, and I saw some point he ripped off something's leg and smashed its head in with it, and I was like, sold.
Well, the multiplayer, they originally revealed... Actually, the beta might have already happened for it. I got too busy with Halo 5 to even look into that. It's probably still going on now. But yeah, Doom 4 multiplayer, it looks like the old Unreal games, but the pacing looks to be more a little bit slower, which I'm totally for, to be honest. It means you can think a little bit more about what you're doing and it's less twitch shooting, but there's still that sense of twitch shooting, so I'm for it. Like, it looks fun to me, I'm gonna get it. So, yeah, I think I should already actually have the beta, because I pre-ordered Wolfenstein: The New Order. So I'll look into that. Halo 5 is going to be keeping me busy for a while. Next comment from Travis Collins. Would you ever buy a fursuit? Now, yes, with a very big asterisk. If I'm going into it, I am going incredibly overboard. I'm not making my own stuff. I want this to look like a Hollywood prop. Like, I want it to be crazy over the top. I want it to look realistic, which the response I see a lot within the fandom to realistic fursuits is that's creepy, because they get the, like, what's that word I'm looking for? Where they're creeped out at how it looks like a person, but it's not.
Uncanny Valley?
Yes, I get that response a lot. But out of the fandom, the way people... I killed myself.
Why didn't you just assassinate him?
I was already charging it, and I thought he was going to move away from me. I thought he was going to try to jump over me, so... And then I died like 2 times in a row. So this is where the death streak happened, but it picked back up. That was a nice spawn game. What was I talking about? My own stupidity.
Fursuit, over the top, Uncanny Valley.
You're right. Everyone in the fandom was like, oh, that's kind of creepy, and they prefer like cartoony stuff, but I hate cartoony stuff. I don't want anything to be cartoony. I want it to look like this creature could exist.
I will admit, I'm actually in the middle of attempt number 1 of making my own fursuit. So far, I've got a foam head, and I'm working on like gloves. I'm gonna work on it more and more as the year goes on. It's probably gonna look toony because it's all foam, and the head already looks huge. I can't do anything about that. As much as I'd like to use like a resin blank, I heard that they're not as easy to pack and take around, and that a little bit more a lot more fragile than a foam head, because, it's foam. What are you going to do to it? Set it on fire? Well, don't set it on fire.
please don't. But yeah, I guess to answer your question, yes. But, like, what I would like to do would cost a shit ton of money. And there are other priorities that I need to spend money on first. So, I need to be really picky about who I want to have do it. In all reality, I probably won't even go to someone that's in the fandom to do this. I'll probably go to someone that makes a lot of props. That was a quick double kill.
I'm honestly doing it mostly... Well, I want one, but it's mostly for the satisfaction of knowing that I've made something.
Yeah, I'm either going all in or I'm just not doing it. You're never going to get Reddit... Never going to get Reddit? What? You're never going to get it perfect on the first try.
I know that.
And with something like that, is like... I got to go all in.
Sounds like you.
Generally. Assassination. I was hoping I'd get that glitch where you stab him in the dick. I think that they fixed that in Halo 5. I don't know if they fixed it in Halo 4. No, they definitely didn't, because I remember you go to assassinate him, you'd spin him around and go to stab him. Like, I'm pretty sure the animation is supposed to stab him in the neck or the stomach or something like that, but if they're on a higher elevation, you just stab him right in the dick. I'd want to die after that, so
Yeah.
But yeah, I do eventually plan on getting one, but it probably won't happen for a extended period of time. Like I said, I have other things I need to spend money on that are more important. And unlike a lot of other furries, I'm not going to go into debt because I'm buying art and making stuff.
Don't look at me.
I'd prefer not to.
Fuck you.
Next comment is from Extreme Juggernaut. Since you really enjoyed Rainbow Six Vegas 2, what do you think of Rainbow Six Siege? You know, I recently was very disappointed to hear that there's not going to be a campaign mode. None.
What?
Yeah, so there's no campaign, there is terrorist hunt, and there is multiplayer. All I really want to know is if there's going to be game modes that aren't one life death. Because I don't like dying once and waiting the rest around. Like, I don't like one life death. That genuinely annoys me. That's one of the biggest reasons why I don't play Counter-Strike. It's just like, I can respect it. Man, that Twitch shot. I can respect it, but I don't want it. I don't like it. So I'm cautiously optimistic and excited for the game, purely for Terrorist Hunt, mainly. Because I love Terrorist Hunt. Like, vast majority of the time I spent in Vegas 2 was from Terrorist Hunt and from playing competitive matches. I went to quite a few different tournaments for Vegas 2. But, yeah, I'm going to get it, but I really don't know what to think.
You know, at first I was like really shocked that there wasn't going to be a single player. But I played like maybe 5 minutes in Vegas 2.
Yeah, Vegas 2 single player was not that great. Vegas 1's multiplayer was honestly more fun. Or Vegas 1's single player was better. I thought Vegas 1 was just better overall as a whole. But we're out of time, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time.